Women's hoop storylines heading into 2025, the start of unrivaled to the Liberty's chances of repeating as WNBA champs. The year just wrapping up presented women's basketball fans with entertaining events never seen before. The Liberty, the WNBA's last remaining original franchise, ended its 27-year drought and achieved the elusive title. It was the first basketball title in New York City since the Knicks won the NBA crown in 1973. Before the basketball world witnessed the Liberty take down the Minnesota Lynx in 5 thrilling games, the league experienced enormous growth, coinciding with the addition of young stars like Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, and Ricky Jackson. And we even got a first-of-its-kind competition during the 2024 NBA All-Star Weekend, a NBA versus WNBA three-point shootout between Steph Curry and Sabrina Ionescu. It was an eventful year that could yield more exciting innovation and storylines heading into 2025. Here are some storylines to look forward to in the new year. We're not done yet, but we are gonna appreciate this out of this moment. Those were the words of Breanna Stewart after parading down the Canyon of Heroes in October, and she's looking for more. As of late December, the Liberty are the favorites to repeat as WNBA champions in 2025, according to FanDuel Sportsbook. Even with sportsbooks in the Liberty's favor, the team will have to find a replacement, whether on the market or not, for do-it-all reserve Kayla Thornton, who the Golden State Valkyrie selected in the December expansion draft. Stewart, Courtney Vandersloot, and Kennedy Burke are all free agents too. Stewart, though, will certainly remain in New York through a straightforward extension or by core designation, a rule that allows a WNBA team to retain a free agent player's rights during the free agency period. The 2023 MVP was cored last offseason before inking a one-year deal. With the 6-4 superstar remaining, Sandy Brondella will start the season with this core of key championship contributors: Stewart, Jonquel Jones, Ionescu, Betnijah Laney Hamilton, and Leomi Fievich. That's good enough for another finals run. In previous years, fans in the United States were left unsatisfied with the lack of professional women's hoops on national TV during the WNBA's offseason. Athletes Unlimited, set to return in Nashville in February 2025, began in 2020 and is available through streaming apps. But here comes Unrivaled, the new 16 3-on-3 league spearheaded by Stewart and Nafisa Collier that is set to begin this January in Miami. All games will be televised on TNT or True TV. Since its announcement, news of the league has been positive. All 36 players have equity stake in the league and are guaranteed a minimum six-figure salary. Some players in Unrivaled, like Indiana's Aaliyah Boston and Lexi Hull and Connecticut's Dejounte Carrington, have WNBA salaries that didn't pay them more than $80,000 in 2024. Most recently, the new league concluded an investment round that totaled $35 million. South Carolina head coach Dawn Staley and USC sophomore superstar Juju Watkins were among the latest investors to chip in. Will this success off the court translate on the hardwood? With future Hall of Famers and current All-Stars set to perform, albeit in a streetball format, there's an opportunity to fulfill a national void that feels like a dead period after the conclusion of the WNBA season. A successful beginning for the startup could continue the rapid growth and engagement for women's basketball while keeping some of its stars near home for the offseason. A potential win-win for all parties. The Dallas Wings would happily select UConn star Paige Bueckers with the No. 1 overall selection in the 2025 draft. But will the star guard stay in school or enter the draft after foregoing her final year of collegiate eligibility? It's the same position Fever star Caitlin Clark was in while in Iowa during the end of her 2023 to 2024 collegiate season. She waited until the final stage of the season before finally announcing her decision on Feb 29. If Bueckers chooses to wait that long, the Wings will have weeks before knowing if the franchise will have to pivot to another prospect or not. Bueckers, who is averaging 20.6 points on 58.4%, career high, shooting from the field, has until no later than 10 days prior to the draft to declare. If UConn makes it into the NCAA tournament, which is likely, Bueckers will have 24 hours following her final game to make the decision.